So I saw a couple comments where people said, just admit that you're wrong about tariffs. Yeah, that prices haven't increased, that they're not inflationary.
Because there's no tariff impact yet. There's no tariff impact yet. Barely. Okay, so when this whole tariff, shit show happened at the beginning, most of the importers front-end loaded their imports. You remember when the ports were all the ships came in at one go, they were all full. And in the next cycle, the ships were empty. What did the importers do? They front-end loaded everything. They moved all their orders as early as possible so all the goods would miss on the tariff. So that's one thing. So a lot of the products that were being imported got away with it. They didn't get past that deadline. They didn't go into the deadline, post the deadline, so they didn't get tariffed, right? Number one. Number two, look at what he's doing. He announces this crazy ass tariffs, right? And then he goes, well, I'm going to extend you. So basically what he's done is he's never said, like, I'm going to tariff you this and that's the end of the story, you're done. It's always like, I'm going to extend you. Because what is it? It's always a negotiation. It's trying to bring them in to negotiate. He did it successfully with the UK, Japan, now he did it with Europe.
And other trade deals that we have now better than what we had
Well,
before.
yeah, okay. Well, of course they're not, in general. Because he's moved the bar up now. We're coming from pre-Trump and no tariffs on some products. That's why there's that imbalance. That's why everyone says it's not fair. It's free, but not fair, right? I'll use the example before. Germany would tariff 10% on all cars, but we only tariff them 1.25% on the German cars. So now that's gone. It's 15% now with Europe, right? So the bar has gone up. The baseline has moved up. So everything's going to get tariffed at a higher level now. I mean, the big elephant in the room is China is still at 55% or something crazy like that.
Hasn't gone live yet.
No, he keeps extending it because he wants them to negotiate, right? And it's a hot mess because it's not just tariffs. He's bringing in the TikTok thing, he's bringing in rare earth materials and all that. So it's just, there's no distinct line in the sand saying, oh, these are all the tariffs, and then we wait until all the goods start coming in, they get tariffed, everything becomes more expensive. He keeps extending, negotiate, extending, negotiate. When's that going to end? Who knows? But eventually you can't keep the can down the road anymore. You can't keep doing this. Things are going to get more expensive because he's already established a higher baseline for tariffs. We just haven't seen it yet. And also what's happened recently is a lot of the suppliers, a lot of the importers, retailers, distributors, whatnot, they're eating it. Because they're uncertain too. They're like, well, let's not lose market share right now. Let's just eat it for now because we don't know what the final number is. No one does. It's all unilateral. It's like one country, one group here, bam, bam, bam. It's not like blanket. So it's going to take time to work itself out. But I mean, just if you ask me, the bar is raised. The baseline is up. So eventually, when these things all gets washed out, we're going to be in a higher tariff world in terms of our imports. I would think a portion of that will be passed on to the consumers. The importers are going to eat some. Suppliers are going to try to reduce their goods a little bit because we have a huge market share over here, right? But there is going to be an effect. The reason you don't see it yet is because it's not worked itself out yet to the end user, meaning the consumers. It will eventually. Just watch.